Hey Nusra, where do you want to go on Friday?
Isn't our anniversary on Sunday?
I know that, Habibi. It's just that since it's our 10th one, I just wanted to make it special.
What do you have in mind?
Nothing much really, just checking out into some fancy hotel nearby, fine dining in some great restaurant, and catching a night show of a thriller movie. That's your favorite genre, right?
Yes, it is. And the plan sounds amazing, Ahmed. This is going to be the perfect anniversary gift for me. Now tell me, what gift do you want?
Nothing. Just go and get my credit card from my wallet, no?
What? No!
What happened?
Every time we use your credit card and end up spending so much money. You know, the other day, my friend Fatima was telling me that she and her husband saved over 1,000 of dirhams, and he gets 2.5% cashback on all his transactions, discounts on new phone and clothes. They even get 1+1 on movie tickets.
Huh? How come?
Because they compared and chose the right credit card for themselves on Policybazaar.ae.
That's actually a good idea, Nusrat. In fact, the other day, my boss also was telling me about how he got a complimentary business class voucher on his flight booking, all thanks to his credit card.
Yes, so it's decided. You gift me a nice weekend, and I'll choose a nice credit card for you from Policybazaar.ae.
Deal.
You are listening to Policybazaar.ae's The Policy Project. We've got you covered.
Hello to my beautiful listeners. Welcome to a brand new episode of Policybazaar.ae's The Policy Project. I am Annie Arakel, the host of this podcast and your go-to person for all things insurance. I am really hoping that you're doing great. Now, Nusrat and Ahmed, you just heard them. They certainly seem to. With their very own credit card things, it's going to get a lot of good things for them. Who wouldn't have thought that something as simple as a credit card can provide us with so many benefits in so many different areas of life, be it travel, entertainment, business, or leisure. But provided that you choose the right credit card for yourself. Now, to elaborate further on the topic of credit cards, we have today's special guest for you, presenting our very own in-house credit card expert. Let's give it up for Tina Malhotra, Business Head of Banking at Policybazaar UAE. Tina, it is so nice to have you on the show. Warm welcome.
Thank you so much, Annie. Thanks for the introduction and the welcome.
Tina, the business of credit card basically is a product that helps us go after our dreams. Yeah, we don't have to really keep it for tomorrow because we don't have someone to help us today. Credit card really does that for us. Tell us, in your experience of more than a decade or so that you've been in this business of understanding credit cards, how has it changed your life personally?
Well, credit cards or a financial product is really good to have a product in your kitty because it helps you manage your financial interface on a monthly basis. It gives you an extra purchasing power. It gives you that edge in terms of what is that you want to spend and what is the cashback you want to earn. So credit card is good to have as long as you are managing it correctly, as long as it's not affecting your bureau score, as long as it's not affecting your bureau history. But yeah, it gives you that leeway to, make those purchases and earn those cashbacks. Or, it helps you achieve your goals in terms of travel or rewards, depends upon the person's requirement.
It's lovely to know that you come with so much experience, that there is so much that you're going to share with us. And along with our listeners, are going to, learn so much more today about credit cards. So, Tina, let's start with the most basic query, which I'm sure a lot of people have. What's the minimum monthly income in the UAE which makes you eligible for a credit card?
So, minimum salary, we would say, the salary requirement varies across the banks because it depends upon the credit card requirements as well. But the least amount a customer has to be earning to access any credit card in the UAE is minimum 85,000 dirhams per month, which is essentially your fixed salary, excluding the variables. So that is the minimum salary required for applying any credit cards in UAE.
That's not all that bad. I believe the numbers over the years in terms of the banks also having more people because your expendable incomes have increased, have also gone up over the years. Correct, Tina?
Absolutely.
Now, what do you mean by free for life or paid credit cards? I mean, wow, what is that?
So credit cards can be segmented into two portfolios. So we talk about free for life credit card first. So it's a credit card which does not charge the annual fee ever to the customer. So the customer may get charged some kind of extra services in terms of, like a hard copy of itemized bills, or may have some conditions. But technically, no annual fee or a free for life is no joining fee or no annual fee the customer has to pay. And the customer can reap the benefits without paying the annual fee on that particular card. So the other part is a paid card wherein there is an annual fee depending upon the card type, depending upon the benefits the card offers. So a credit card's annual fee is a fixed charge for owning a card, regardless of how much you use it. Some credit cards have no annual fee, or which are like, you have free for first year, and from second year onwards, it is charged, but, they could have higher interest rates as well to compensate. So annual fee in a layman's language is a lump sum which you need to pay every year that you signed up for certain type of credit cards. The fee may cover some of the credit cards' extra benefits which are offered by the banks, which are like miles, points, rewards, or cashback.
Correct. Wow. What are the type of credit cards and how would you segregate the same into different segments, Tina?
So there are multiple type of credit cards, but I will segregate these credit cards into three different buckets. One is a cashback credit card. The other is the cards which offer rewards, as well as the third one is a travel credit card. So I will throw some light on each of these buckets. So for your reference, a cashback credit card offers the customer a chance to earn cash from the money you spend. So by paying you back a certain percentage of what you spend or giving you reward points. For example, a customer can earn cashback on fuel, bills. Bills can entail your telecom, utility bills, education, which gets segmented into school, colleges, universities. So you can get percentage cashback on paying the fee on education, then your supermarket bills, transport, etc. So there's certain type of credit cards which offer welcome bonus as well in the form of additional points or cashback after meeting a certain spending threshold in a limited amount of time. And, these cashback cards offer various different benefits as well, which is a 0% easy payment plan, a balance transfer option, or a quick cash that is available at competitive rates. So that is what a cashback credit card entails. So for a rewards credit card, a customer can earn cashback or points or miles on every purchase. So this is essentially a reward which the customer earns. And as well as, the customer can redeem these rewards in the form of travel bookings.
It's sort of for future
Yeah.
use.
In the form of travel bookings, hotel bookings, statement credits, and online shopping credits as well.
Nice.
So many rewards and cashback credit cards do not charge annual fee.
Wow.
And either they charge annual fee from the second year onwards, that completely is dependent on the spend criteria defined by the bank. So the reward cards essentially offer lifestyle and entertainment benefits, cinema benefits, which is across Walk, Reel, and Novo cinemas. And the most important part is the dining benefits, which the customer gets as an offer. So the third bucket, which we will talk about, is the air miles or the travel credit cards. The travel credit cards offer reward points when making travel and dining purchases as well. So these extra reward points you earn from either a general or a hotel or an airline credit card can accumulate, and these rewards can be used for booking your tickets, hotel rooms, so on and so forth.
Sure.
And these air miles which are offered by the travel cards can be segmented in the form of Emirates Skywards miles and Etihad Skywards miles.
Oh, okay.
And Emirates and Etihad have, various different tiers and options in terms of giving benefits to the customer. Just for the example, an Emirates Air Miles or an Emirates Skywards credit card offers complimentary Skywards silver tier membership, complimentary lounge access, complimentary airport transfers. So does the Etihad guest credit card, which offers bonus Etihad miles as well.
Wow, that's interesting.
So this is completely dependent on the kind of purchases the customer is doing, the transactions the customer is doing. It's completely dependent upon the spend levels as well.
Correct, absolutely, because that's a lot of benefits you're talking about, and that's really good. It's available across the UAE. Wow, that's a lot that one can actually do and take the benefits of when you have credit cards. Okay, so after we spoke about the types of credit cards, if you've got to look at how exactly credit card utilization impacts our credit score, what if we usually tend to just make the minimum payment? Do you think that's the right thing to do?
Yeah. So before you actually talk about a credit card utilization impact, I would want to give an understanding in terms of what is the credit card utilization meaning or a credit card utilization ratio meaning.
Correct.
So it is the percentage of the total monthly credit limit that a customer utilizes. So it is a prominent factor considered by Al Etihad Bureau, which is the bureau, when calculating the credit score of customers in UAE. So in other words, it's how much you currently own divided by a credit limit. That is the amount you spend and need to repay, at least in part or before your payment due date.
Sure.
So the higher the credit card utilization, higher the risk, and the lower is the credit score that gets generated. So it is a signal to the banks that the credit card user is at risk stage, and that is the reason that high credit card utilization should be avoided. So for your reference or my customer's reference, the consumer's reference, since credit card utilization makes up about approximately 30% of your credit score, it is a good idea to keep your available credit as high as possible and your debt as low as possible.
Right.
So running up high balances on your credit card raises your credit card utilization ratio, and it further lowers your credit score. So in order to improve your credit card utilization, you should be making timely payments, divide your expenses, increase your credit limit, pay off your debt, and use multi-credit cards across banks.
Oh, nice. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So one must keep in mind, I think it is all about planning at the end of the day. It's how well you plan your expenses and how much you pay back. I mean, I know for one that I pay off the full amount. And so my credit score is well intact and the card utilization is also kind of, decent. Okay, that's really good. Moving on, can you explain the process of applying for a credit card in the UAE, including the required documents and also the timeline?
Yeah. So just to pitch in, you can apply for a credit card digitally. I mean, digitally in few minutes.
Yes.
Through Policybazaar.ae.
Lovely, yes.
So the portal name is Policybazaar.ae and earn fantastic exclusive cashback and rewards offers. So these are our customer acquisition offers, which are exclusive to us. So for my consumers reference, Policybazaar UAE or Policybazaar.ae, it's a marketplace offering a range of credit cards across banks in the UAE, which are best suited to your needs and lifestyle, and with exclusive acquisition and welcome bonus offers. So here you will find a listing of credit cards across banks, and here our customers will be assisted by our experts in choosing the right type of credit card. So for your reference now, the documents required are the Emirates ID and the passport copies, which are the documents usually required by the bank. The latest salary certificate, trade license copy in case, as per the bank's requirement, if the company is not listed with the bank. So the bank may require the trade license copy of the company and the bank statement for the last 3 consecutive months. And a bank may require a security check digitally. It varies from bank to bank as well. So these are the primary documents required before you actually apply for a credit card digitally.
Wow. But the fact that it's available digitally and the fact that you are a marketplace where I can come take the help of your expert and really pick the right credit card, I think that's a boon. No one could ask for better assistance than what Policybazaar.ae is actually offering. That was lovely. A lot of valuable insights on the topic, Tina. Now that brings me to a brand new segment. Because it's credit cards, it's also called Scam Jam, because we know the kind of scamming that happens happens when it comes to credit card world over. So here we're going to address the most pressing issue of credit card scams, and also, tell our listeners how to prevent one from happening with them. So, guys, now that we have discussed the benefit of credit cards, let me also inform you about some of the risks related to them. In fact, truth be told, credit card scams and frauds are very common these days and can take place via multiple means. These days, SMS and call credit card scams have become increasingly prevalent. It poses a significant threat to individuals and their financial security. Now, these scams typically involve fraudsters who use deceptive techniques to trick unsuspecting victims into revealing their sensitive credit card information, such as credit card numbers, CVV codes, expiration dates. Through cleverly crafted text messages or even phone calls, scammers exploit the trust of individuals, aiming to gain unauthorized access to their credit card accounts and commit fraudulent activities. It is essential for everyone to remain vigilant, familiarize themselves with these scams, and adopt preventive measures to protect their personal and financial information from falling into the wrong hands. Which is why we thought of bringing this up for our Scam Jam session today. So now our expert Tina is going to throw some more light on the topic. Tina, you can take it from here.
So very valid, topic which we are bringing up. So I want to actually tell my listeners that, to keep your personal banking information safeguarded and secure, it is of utmost importance to avoid fraudulent transactions. So this is what you can do. And there are certain steps a customer can follow to avoid these transactions. So it is very important to safeguard your password and PIN security and protection. So you should follow these guidelines. So change your online password after your first login. Do not request or accept help from strangers to use your ATM or the POS terminal machine while you're doing transactions. Avoid keeping simple passwords and using personal data like your DOB, mobile number, etc. So the bank will never call you, email, or contact you for asking your password, PIN, or CVV number of your credit card or any debit card for that matter.
Right.
Always be on guard when using your password or PIN or whenever you are changing it. Don't change it in public areas. Never share your password or PIN with anyone.
Wow.
And you should make frequent changes to your password. So that is kind of an advisable thing. And you should keep something which is easy to remember, but not a simple password.
Wow, that's quite a few things actually one can actually do. And while there are a few things that we can do to escape these frauds, it's also a few simple and easy steps that we must follow. So it's all about actually aligning our thoughts with our finances and what are the requirements. Yes, a little bit of extra effort needs to be put in, but that is exactly what will save us from these frauds. Tina has explained beautifully, and I'm so glad we're doing this. That, of course, now brings us to, the questions that our customers send in. And then, Tina, we will answer these questions. You, of course, the expert, is going to answer these questions. So we take up FAQs by our lovely customers and respond to them with your help. Now, if you're too curious like me and you've got queries about credit cards, then you shouldn't hesitate. Ask away. Slide into our DMs on Instagram, follow at PolicybazaarUAE, or reach out to us via any other social channel, and we'll try our best to answer your questions in the next episode. Today, we're of course bringing up the credit card related questions that we have received in our inbox already. Tina, are you ready to answer?
Absolutely.
Okay. Which are the top 3 credit cards one must go for, if I have to ask you straight away?
These, like I said previously as well, so depending upon the customer's needs and requirements and lifestyle, one can go for 3 different type of credit cards. One is a pure play cashback credit card, which we discussed. And the other is a credit card which offers various different types of rewards to the customer. And the third is a travel credit card. So if you are a frequent travel, then you must have a travel credit card in your wallet.
Wow, that's lovely. There are again 3 very basic requirements and 3 of the best actually requirements that you can pick from, really.
Absolutely.
Most common mistakes that people make with cashback credit cards in UAE, you think that the customers, our listeners, should really take note of?
Uh, so, you know, just to understand the cashback benefits, the customer needs to understand the cashback on the welcome bonus offers are linked to the minimum spend criteria as well. So there should be enough knowledge
Right.
on selecting a credit card, going through the benefits and features of the credit card. So the customers are unaware of cashback capping as well. And, the customers don't know there is a, lack of information in terms of proper redemption of cashback. And plus, when a customer understands a cashback credit card, then straight away they understand that, pulling the or taking the cash out of the ATM against the credit card. So taking cash advance is fine, but it might result in high rate of interest payments as well by the customer. So hence, it's important to understand the cashback component and terms and conditions of your credit card and the process of redemption as well of the cashback.
Wow. So these are some really simple mistakes, again, common ones that we do make, and we have to keep them in mind so as to not repeat them. Tina has beautifully explained them to us. What are the advantages then, Tina, of using credit cards?
So, a credit card offers lucrative rewards or benefits in the form of reward points for every purchase that a customer makes. With these rewards, a customer can get additional benefits such as discounts on shopping, dining, complimentary valet parking, discounts on flight tickets, access to airport lounges, access to entertainment benefits, so on and so forth. So, a credit card helps you build your credit score and a credit history as well. So it eventually builds up your credit bureau score history through spending on a monthly basis on every transaction. And you can avail 0% easy payment plans on credit cards across merchants which are offered by the banks. And a credit card is an access in terms of, times of emergency as well. So it's an access to your funds in terms of emergency. And, a credit card helps you build up, enhanced bureau history or a financial health in case of, if you have any kind of a loan requirement as well. It can be a personal loan or it can be a home loan, so on and so forth.
Wow. Quite a few things, actually, when it comes to credit cards, and especially, like you said, the benefits that we receive, whether it is airport lounge or, discounts that we receive on entertainment and travel. That's a big boon. Dining, almost everything is covered. So, yes, there are some really, really good advantages of using credit cards. The last question is, now, is it a good option to have multiple credit cards? For one, I remember having a few, not being able to manage them too well. And so I came back down to just one. But I know of a few of my friends who do have multiple and do a great job with it. So, will it improve also then my credit card score if I have more number of credit cards?
Yes. So, like I said, it helps you build your credit score and credit bureau history as well. And it increases your credit limit on a monthly basis.
Nice.
And it offers you great rewards and cashback and other benefits as well. But a customer must keep in mind that, being a multiple credit card holder is good as long as you keep track of your payments, which are due,
Absolutely.
and avoid overspending and maintain a low credit utilization ratio. So that's very imperative.
Yeah, see, you have to have someone who's either training you well, or you have to put in your heart and soul and ensure that you plan your finances well. Because yes, having multiple credit cards might bring in the benefits, but not without, you planning as well as paying them off in time. That's extremely, extremely important. Well, with that, it has come to the end of our segment. But don't go just yet. If you have any questions about credit cards anymore, then you can simply ask away. DM us on Instagram, follow at PolicybazaarUAE, or reach out to us via any other social channel, and we're going to try our best to answer your queries in our next episode. For now, I hope we are up to date regarding our credit card knowledge and ready to get one based on our unique needs. We shall meet again in the next episode with more information and insightful content, along with expert guidance straight from our industry specialists. Till then, take care and stay tuned. Thank you so much, Tina, for your time.
Thank you so much, Annie. Pleasure talking to you.
Tina Malhotra of Policybazaar.ae. This is me, Annie, signing off. Bye-bye.
You were listening to PolicybazaarAE's The Policy Project. We've got you covered.